Hello guys, I welcome you all back to ASJ. This is Sambhav here, and in today's video we are going to solve two problems from JEE Advanced 2011. I hope that these problems will make your thinking even sharper in these perspectives, and yes, you will enjoy this learning process. As I always ask you, that it is more important to enjoy this process and not just mug up things and all that. Okay, so I think we can start with this video for today. So our first question is, let M be a 3 cross 3 matrix that is satisfying these equations, then what are the sum of diagonal elements? Okay, so the best way I found to solve this problem is you can assume a 3 cross 3 matrix. Assuming a 3 cross 3 matrix does no harm. You can do it any way you like. Okay, if you find any other way, you do make sure to tell me. But yes, I found. See, what do I find? I let me do it in my way. So this is the one of the simpler ways. G, I'll call it G, H and I. This is my M, and okay, so this is my matrix M. So my first equation is M times of 0 1 0 is equal to minus 1 2 3. See, why do I need to do it? So my biggest motivation to solve it using this kind of approach, this is the rough standard approach, because I have to find the value of E plus I. और अगर आपको सम ऑफ डायगोनल एंट्रीज है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इसको हम ट्रेस भी कहते हैं. So I have to find the trace of this matrix M. Okay, so that is trace of matrix M. That is what I have to calculate. So for this thing, what can I do? I can simply see, what do I find? I find that there are many zeros here. I have two zeros, implies that at least some of my rows will get deteriorated, they will get cancelled. And yes, this approach will really help me. So I can start solving this. Okay, I'll write A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I times 0, 1, 0 is minus 1, 2 and 3. So it is B. Right, it is B, then it is E, and then it is H. Okay, this is just matrix multiplication. I'm not explaining that because that doesn't make any sense, because you are grown-up kids and you definitely know matrix multiplication. Okay, so from here you can get E's value as 2. Now what is, well, we are left with to find it, sorry, we are left to find is A plus E. Now let us try to do that. Okay, I'll take a new slide for that. Yes, so we have found B is equal to minus 1. Now let us try to write this matrix A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Although I have found one of these series, my things will become easier, but yes, I'll just still continue in with the standard method that I have developed currently. Yes, I'll just multiply because I have, see, मेरा पर्सपेक्टिव क्या है? मेरा पर्सपेक्टिव है कि मैं आसान से आसान कर सकूं. मुझे सारी वैल्यूज लिखने में टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करना है. दैट इज द ओनली थिंग दैट आई विश टू डू. ठीक है, because if I'm able to do that, my task is done. And since my task is done, then there is no problem. If my task is done, then that is what we actually demand. So I think we can continue with it. So let us continue with this problem. How we can continue solving it? It will be A minus B is equal to 1. Oh, I found A. Great. See, I'll just write the matrix instead. I'll write it in matrix form. So this is 1, 1 and minus 1. Okay, so it is minus 1, and this is A minus B, this is D minus E, and this is G minus H. So from here I got A is equal to B plus 1. Now from here I know that B is minus 1, so what is A? It is 0. Okay, so A becomes 0. Now I have to find I. I didn't find I from here. But yes, I know H is 3, so I can get other values. So I'll use the third equation now. So for this third equation, what can I do? Is I can simply multiply this A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, H, I. Okay, and this will be 1, 1, 1, and this will be equal to 0, 0, 12. So what do I wish? I wish to get I. From where am I getting some I's? I'm getting some I's in this, so I'm not going to solve any other equation. I can simply use this and I can get g plus h plus I is equal to 12. I have to find I have to find g and h. So g, what do we have? G, we have h and not g. We have h as 3, and yes, from this equation we can find g. So g is equal to h minus 1, so g is 2. So this is 5, so what is I is 7 from these two equations. See, I'm not explaining these things are very trivial, and I think the students who are appearing for advanced will be actually able to solve this problem. This is not a very difficult problem, but yes, for the sake of completion we have to solve this problem. So this is 7 plus 2, and yes, 9 is the correct answer. I don't think that any explanation is needed, but yes, the thing is that you have to just multiply those rows from where you can think that some result is coming. If you think the result is not coming, then I don't know how can you solve this problem. See, some people also judge a method, they also devise a method that you can put this as a column matrix and column matrix, and then you can as write the equations in columns. Yes, you can do that way, but yes, there can be some confusions, and of course multiplying a 3 cross 1 matrix is much more easier than multiplying a 3 cross 3 matrix. So why trouble your life? Okay, why trouble yourself? You can get a better way. Why do you want a different way if you can get a best way out of it? That is my question for you, that those kind of people. And I guess this question was very easy, and everybody would have been able to solve it. Just assume a matrix. See, one of the basic and standard approach that advanced wanted the student to understand from this kind of problem is that you have to develop a matrix, you have to find what is the matrix. So you we never intended to find the matrix. First of all, many students were tricked out of it that they would need a matrix to solve. See, you never needed a matrix. You needed just three variables, and you have to find them. How can you find them? And I have told you how we can find them. We have to find A, we have to find E, we have to find I. And the best way to do that is use you have to multiply only those, you have to use only those equations that involve these three. And for that, you have to multiply only them. Once you are able to do that, your task is done. And once your task is done, everything will be fine. Okay, so that's all from my side for this question. Now let us move to the next question. Okay, so the next question is from straight line. This is a very interesting problem, and I personally like this problem. In this was, I think, in paper 1 or paper 2, I don't remember, but yes, this is a very nice problem. See, let us try to understand what the statement of the problem discusses. So there is a straight line that is given to us. This straight line is 2x minus 3y equal to 1. Now this divides the circular region into two parts. So I think it is quite sure that this is dividing the circular region in two parts. Okay, but it is not at all possible. See, there can be some certain criteria. Okay, let us try to make a figure diagrammatically. Let us try to explain these things. See, 2x minus 3y is equal to 1. So first thing that I checked, because I was not intended in finding something like this. एडवांस may or may not give me this thing, so I'll try to say, अगर मुझे यहाँ पर दिया ही नहीं है कि ये दो पार्ट में स्प्लिट हो रहा है, ठीक है, तो हमें इसने बेसिकली क्वेश्चन फ्रेम करने के लिए किया है, पर हमारे से सवाल क्या है बेसिकली कि हमें अंडरस्टैंडिंग डेवलप करनी है. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई हैव टू find what is the distance, because that is not necessary that should be less than root 6. That is what is my point to that I wish to convey. समटाइम्स ऐसा है कि कोई दो पार्ट में दिया ही नहीं है, तो यू कैन फाइंड द डिस्टेंस. Another thing what you can do is you can find the slope. So I know the slope of this is 2 by 3. What is its x-intercept? So its x-intercept is y equal to 0. So that is half. What is its y-intercept? So our y-intercept, our x is 0 and this is minus 1 by 3. So what will be our line? Our line will be something like this. Of course, half is less than root 6, and half minus 1 by 3 is of course less than root 6. So yes, this is our smaller portion. This will be somewhat our line 2x minus 3y equal to 1. Okay. Now let us try to understand one more or less. We have to find some things. So I'll judge the criteria. I'll discuss the criteria how you can check whether how many points are lying in the smaller part. So for a point to lie in smaller part, there are two conditions. So for smaller part, I'll just make a short demonstration to it. First of all, it should lie in the circle. First thing, and second thing that it should lie in the smaller part. ठीक है, अगर कोई ऐसा पॉइंट हुआ जो सर्कल के रीजन में ही नहीं है तो वो स्मॉलर पार्ट में कैसे ही आएगा. ठीक है, तो बेसिकली अब हमें क्या सबसे पहला चीज देखो, क्वेश्चन में सबसे पहले ये चेक करो कि कौन कौन से सर्कल में है, कौन कौन से नहीं है. अगर इस पार्ट को कोई सेटिस्फाई करेगा ही नहीं तो हमारा वैसे ही वो ऑप्शन एलिमिनेट हो जाएगा, और ऑप्शन एलिमिनेट होते ही वी आर वेरी हैप्पी. सो लेट अस ट्राई टू डू इट. So 2 and 3 by 4. So this is 9 by 16 and 4. So 4 plus 9 by 16. So 4 plus 9 by 16. That is definitely less than 6. I'm sure. Okay. Next 5 by 2 and 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 से हमें मिलेगा 9 by 16. 5 by 2 कितना है? It is 2.5. 2.5 का स्क्वायर होता है 6.25. ये तो एक्सीड कर गया. अरे भाई साहब, ये तो एक्सीड कर गया. तो ये तो वैसे ही सोल्यूशन नहीं है. ठीक है, ये वैसे ही सोल्यूशन नहीं है, इसको हटा दो पहले ही. नेक्स्ट 1 by 4 और माइनस 1 by 4 यार डेफिनेटली कर लेगा मुझे लगता है. 1 by 16, 1 by 16, 1 by 8 डेफिनेटली लेस देन 6. ओके, 1 by 64 एंड 1 by 16 ये भी दोनों फ्रैक्शंस हैं, बहुत छोटी छोटी फ्रैक्शंस हैं. 5 by 64 बनेगा. यस, इट इज सेटिस्फाइंग. तो देखो, you eliminated one of those, so this is smart work and you can do that in exam as well. Now let us try to find how we can judge whether it is in smaller part or bigger part. Okay, so I will use a very interesting concept. I'll use this concept that, for example, if we have a line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 and there is point some h comma k, and let's say there is some point I'll call alpha comma beta. Okay, so when I'll put h comma k in this very format, what I am getting is some s. Okay, this is s is power of point. So this is a times of h plus b times of k plus c. Okay, and for this question and for this part, sorry, s dash, what is s dash? It will be a times of alpha plus b times of beta plus c. Now this value, for example, it is positive, then this value will be definitely negative. This is the power of point. ओके, अगर हमारे पास जो दो पॉइंट है, दे आर ऑन द ऑपोजिट साइड्स. ठीक है, इफ दे आर ऑन द ऑपोजिट साइड्स देन द पावर ऑफ पॉइंट, द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ पावर ऑफ पॉइंट विल बी नेगेटिव, और आई मस्ट से टू बी मोर एग्जैक्ट, this value will yield me a positive number and this value will yield me a negative number. Clear? I hope that this much kind of criteria is quite clear to you guys. Okay, great, cool. So I think this much is clear. Now let us try to do it. But before that, अगर यहाँ पर हमारे पास सबसे सिंपल पॉइंट है 0 0, तो हम क्या करेंगे, हम 0 0 के पर्सपेक्टिव में पावर ऑफ पॉइंट देखेंगे सबसे पहले. तो फॉर पावर ऑफ पॉइंट एट 0 0, आई विल कॉल s at 0 0. This is just a function of x and y. Okay, so don't worry about it. So this is -1, which means that it is less than 0. It is less than 0 मतलब every point that is in this region will have its power of point x of xy will be negative for this bigger region, big region. I hope this is quite clear. So let us try to find which parts are having power of point negative. Okay, for any point in this green region that will have a positive power of point, so that will be our answer. So we have to check among these three. Let us start. So our first point is 2 plus 2 comma 3 by 4. So let us check its power of point. So it is 2x minus 3y is equal to 1, or 2x minus 3y minus 1. We have to check for this at 2 power of point and point. So this is 2 and this is 3 by 4. So it is 4 minus, right, 4 minus 9 by 4 minus 1. So it is 3 minus 9 by 4. So this is definitely positive. I'm damn sure it is positive. So yes, this is lying in which region it is lying. In the positive region. So yes, it is in positive region. So our A option matches, right? I mean to say the first point, the first point 2 comma 3 by 4 is lying in this smaller region. One thing. Now let us think about the next thing, next point. So this is 1 by 4 comma minus 1 by 4. तो स्टूडेंट आप ये यहाँ पर देख सकते हो 2 इंटू 1 बाय 4 माइनस माइनस प्लस 3 बाय 4 माइनस 1, तो ये कितना आ गया माइनस 1 बाय 4 आ गया यहाँ से, और ये कितना आ गया 2 बाय 4, तो ये भी पॉजिटिव आ गया। तो बढ़िया, सी पार्ट भी सेटिस्फाई कर गया, मतलब ये पॉइंट भी जो है 1 बाय 4 और माइनस 1 बाय 4, दिस विल बी sorry 1 by 4 and minus 1 by 4, this will be in the negative region. I mean to say this will be in the positive region, implies that this is our answer, I mean required answer. So now what about 1 by 8 and 1 by 4? 1 by 8 and 1 by 4, I think it is quite obvious कि अगर हम थोड़ा ज्योमेट्रिकली भी देखें कि यही वाला वैल्यू हाफ है, उसके अलावा भी ये टिल्टेड है, तो ये वैसे ही नहीं होगा आंसर, बट येस फॉर द सेक ऑफ कंप्लीशन वी आर गोइंग टू डू इट। ठीक है, तो 2 इंटू 1 बाय 8 माइनस 3 इंटू 1 बाय 4 माइनस 1, तो ये वाला वैल्यू बहुत ज़्यादा नेगेटिव हो गया, ये 1 बाय 4 ही बच गया, माइनस 3 बाय 4 माइनस 1, तो ये कितना हो गया माइनस 3 माइनस 6 बाय 4 हो गया। ये तो अरे भैया ये तो बहुत नेगेटिव है, तो ये तो बहुत नेगेटिव है, ये आंसर नहीं होगा। सो करेक्ट आंसर इज दिस वन एंड दिस वन लाई, विच मीन्स दैट अवर करेक्ट आंसर इज 2। ठीक है, तो अच्छा, अब मैं आप लोगों को बहुत सारे इंसाइट्स देना चाहूंगा इस प्रॉब्लम में। लेट अस स्टार्ट इनिशियली। ठीक है, मैं आपको कुछ 3-4 चीजें बताऊंगा इस प्रॉब्लम। देखो बहुत ही सिंपल प्रॉब्लम था, बट यस यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ these things एक्चुअली वर्क, दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर मी एज वेल। तो सबसे पहले देखो क्या क्या समझना था। आप डायरेक्टली ये वाला जो कॉन्सेप्ट है पावर पॉइंट का ये मत लगाना, उसमें क्या दिक्कत होगी कि इस वाले के लिए भी पॉजिटिव आएगा, क्योंकि मुझे पता है ये पॉइंट तो इधर ही कहीं लाई करता है, पर इस सर्कल के बाहर है। अरे भाई जो चीज सर्कल के बाहर है उस पे अगर पॉजिटिव आ गया, हमारा पॉजिटिव वाला आंसर था, उस पे पॉजिटिव आ गया तो ये भी कंसीडर हो जाएगा, तो ऐसे में 3 आंसर आ जाएगा, जो कि गलत होगा। आपको दोनों कंडीशंस को चेक करके चलना है, तो इसीलिए द बेस्ट पार्ट इज दैट यू हैव टू चेक फॉर दिस। अगर स्मॉलर पार्ट में होना है तो पहले सर्कल पे चेक करो कि सर्कल में भी है, देन फॉर स्मॉलर पार्ट यू हैव टू चेक द पावर ऑफ पॉइंट, पावर ऑफ पॉइंट विद रिस्पेक्ट टू लाइन, दैट इज व्हाट वी नीडेड टू चेक। सो इस क्वेश्चन से आपके बहुत अच्छे अच्छे कॉन्सेप्ट रिवाइज हो गए होंगे पावर ऑफ पॉइंट वगैरह के, और आई होप दैट यू वुड that you understood how these things work. Okay, so that's all from my side for this video, guys. I hope you had a great time understanding these videos, this question through this video. Thank you everyone for watching this video, and I see you in the next video. Have a great time and bye.